Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Techie Tuesdays. I'm your host S. Ravi Kumar. Techie Tuesdays is a weekly show where I answer your tech and career related queries. So if you like my answers, then please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends, family and colleagues. Now let's get started with today's questions. Today's first question is from Saima. She's asking, what is the difference between full stack web development and product management? Saima, these are two completely different fields. So full stack web development is basically a coding role. So when we talk about full stack web development or full stack web developer, it is someone who is involved in coding, end-to-end coding, who knows about how to write application or how to develop front end, how to develop back end, how to interact, write code which interact between front end and back end. So basically a full stack developer is someone who knows about writing HTML, CSS. If I talk about C# language, a full stack web developer is someone who knows about ASP.NET MVC, Blazor as a front end development and ASP.NET Web API as a back end framework. He should know about that. He should also know about databases. And he should also know about CI/CD pipeline, how to set up that. But that is primarily of a DevOps developer job. Full stack developer is mainly into full stack application or web application development. So someone who knows about complete end-to-end development, how a complete end-to-end web application is developed. That is someone who is full stack developer, or that particular role or that particular thing is called full stack development. Now when we talk about product management or product manager, so basically that is a functional role where a person is involved in end-to-end management of a product. So full stack developer can develop any kind of application. It can be like any kind of web application. So he has nothing to do with domain knowledge. He has nothing to do with your application like workflow knowledge. Not workflow, he should know about, of course, development workflow, but not about how the domain or how the web application actual live workflow works. Like he doesn't have to know about business side of thing. So product management or product like management or product manager is someone who is into product development. So he knows about business justification of a particular module of an application. He is someone who is into planning. He is someone who is into verification. He is someone who is into forecasting, pricing and launch and marketing of a product. So product management or product manager, that role is somewhere related to people management, or you can say project management. But project management is completely into people management, whereas product management is for product. So it's everything related to product. So you can say business analyst is also a kind of a product manager or project. So it is also related to product management. So these are two completely different fields. Full stack developer or full stack development is related to developer thing or development of an application, whereas product management is related to product management, or you can say that business side of the things. It has nothing to do with being a developer, and you should have domain knowledge of a particular business rather than development frameworks. Next question is by two people, Saurav and Kinshuk. They are asking, what should be in the portfolio of a backend developer to showcase the skills in their portfolio? So guys, first of all, be it a backend developer or be it a front-end developer or be it a full stack developer, you should mention whatever you know about the skills, whatever programming language you know about in your portfolio. That is one thing. I won't mention you, or I won't tell you how to write a resume, because that is like a resume. HR professional, they can help you out in writing a better resume, and there are many templates and sites available over the internet which can help you out in creating your resume. However, when you talk about creating a portfolio, so by portfolio I mean either a portfolio website or a portfolio on GitHub. So you can create a GitHub profile where you can showcase your programming skills. Nowadays there is a new GitHub profile format where you can showcase your programming skills with graphs and all those jazzy things. Apart from that, what I would suggest you to put in your portfolio is whatever you have done in as in public domain. So whenever whatever you have learned or whatever you have done, whatever blog you have written about your knowledge or whatever things you have done, you should write that in your GitHub profile. So by writing, I am not talking about writing a description, I am talking about writing samples, so showcasing those things. So let's say when we talk about backend developer, let's talk about a C# backend developer or a ASP.NET backend developer. So what a ASP.NET backend developer should know about is, of course, database interaction. They should know web APIs. So backend developer is someone who writes backend code, be it a web API, be it a database interaction code, or be it something which is related to backend. That is database interaction is one thing. There are different types of databases. You can write database interaction with different type of databases, be it relational, be it non-relational, and you can also write Windows services, or you can say worker services, or some kind of service which automatically runs. That is also done by backend developers. Front-end developers are more into writing UIs or creating UIs or creating interaction with UI and web APIs, but backend developers are someone who is into writing web APIs, who is into writing database interactions, and who is into writing worker services, or you can say Windows services or constant running services. So constant running services are like a daemon service which can constantly check that how much time you have used on internet. So those kind of services you can write. So there are many examples of these kind of Windows services. The general terms we talk about is Windows service, because Windows service is something which runs automatically. Most of the applications, like if you are running a database server, that is also a Windows service. It also runs on Windows machine as a Windows service. So these kind of service running thing, this kind of services is also written by backend developer. So as a backend developer, in your portfolio you should have examples of all these things. So you should have one example of web API, one example of database interaction, one example of writing a Windows service, maybe a couple of examples of using different databases. So you can have one example of using MySQL, one example of using a SQL Server. You can also write web APIs which can be used for authentication purpose, like you can write an OAuth implementation web API. So those kind of things you should write in your portfolio as a backend web developer. Next question is from Pranjal Soni. He's asking, what are the 5 projects to complete when starting to learn front-end web development? Pranjal, frankly speaking, there are many articles written on many blog sites about these kind of 5 projects which you should complete to when you are learning front-end web development. So you can refer to any of those articles, and I won't repeat those articles because there are many articles. If you go on dev.to and search for the same thing, 5 project to complete when starting web development, you can find. So it basically depends on your expertise level. You can also go on some sites. There are different sites which are available. For example, Front-End Mentor is there, one site where you can get challenges of creating front-end UIs based on your expertise level. So I would suggest to go on these sites and then create some examples rather than asking here to me, because I won't be able to give you a best example for this thing, because I am kind of a full stack solution architect rather than a front-end developer. So that is one thing. However, one of the best example, I would say that rather than 5, I would just say one statement that you should try to create replicas of popular websites. So maybe you can try to create replica of Instagram, Instagram. So when we open instagram.com, and if you log into your profile, you will see your web Instagram. So you can try to create a replica of web Instagram. You can try to create a replica of Facebook. So what will happen, that if you create replicas of popular sites and mention that in your resume or showcase that in your GitHub profile, you will be automatically, you can say, you will be utilizing their keywords or their SEO in showcasing your resume on the top. So that will give you instant, you can say, that will give you instant notification from HR. And even if some people search for those kind of things like creating Instagram replica, creating Facebook replica, creating YouTube replica. So if you just create replicas of popular sites as an example while learning front-end development, I think that would be best option to showcase your front-end development skills, rather than creating some random project or completing some random project from where you are not going to learn anything. If you try to create replicas of popular sites, be it Instagram, be it Facebook, be it Netflix, be it Amazon Prime, the video service one. So if you try to create these kind of replicas, not only you will learn about the frameworks, or not only you will learn integrities of these particular sites, you will also get noticed while people are searching for these sites. So it is kind of an instant search result or instant boost in your marketing resume. So I would say like development resume, I'm sorry, marketing, not development, marketing of your front-end development resume. So I would say, and if you write blog about that how to create replica of Instagram, if you write blog about that, of course you will be, your blog will come in search result when someone is searching about Instagram. So I think that is the best option to create. If you want to create 5 projects, create 5 replicas of popular site rather than creating something random. Or you can follow along with a website like this front-end tutor or any other website. You can follow along their challenges based on your expertise level, and probably there also you will get opportunity to showcase your skills. Since you complete those challenges, you might get ranked, and from there also people can give you some job. Next question is from Abdul. He's asking, can I become a full stack web developer in 1 month? Note that I know nothing about coding. Abdul, unfortunately, no. Sorry to burst the bubble, but no, you can't become a full stack web developer in just 1 month. People take 2, 3, 4, 5 years to become a full stack web developer. And you are talking about becoming a full stack web developer in just 1 month. What are you? Are you a superhuman with like 180 IQ? So please come out of this. Don't keep these kind of unrealistic goals. Whenever there are people who are into coaching, who are into mentoring, they always say that do introspection, know about your strength and weaknesses. I don't know what are your strengths and weaknesses. You yourself said that you don't know nothing about coding. So if you know nothing about coding, you can't become, it's like becoming going 0 to 100 in 1 month. I don't think that is possible, at least unless and until you have some computer science background. You don't have, as you said, you don't know nothing about coding. So I don't think it is possible. Sorry to burst the bubble. Unfortunately, you can't become a full stack developer in just 1 month. You need at least 1 year to 6 months to 1 year to at least just learn about full stack development along with showcasing, so that you can get a job. And to become an expert full stack developer, it will take more than 3 to 5 years. Next question is from Chris. He's asking, is it common for companies to test junior developers by asking to create a fully functional app within 72 hours? Chris, no, it's not common for companies to ask junior developers to complete or to create a fully functional app in 72 hours. If any company is asking you to do that, then that is completely unreasonable, and I think you shouldn't join that company, because that company will anyway exploit your expertise. And if you are a junior developer and you can create a fully functional app in 72 hours, then I think you are not a normal junior developer, you are an expert junior developer. So in my opinion, no, it's not common for companies to ask for that. And if any company asks for that, probably run away from that company, because sooner or later that company is going to exploit your expertise. Even if you are able to finish that the thing, like that particular task, or even if you are able to crack the interview, you will not be happy with the work-life balance in that company, and you will not be happy with the kind of job you are getting in that company, because for them you are just a resource. And probably I don't think this is human. Frankly speaking, it's not human to expect from a junior developer to write. Probably giving some kind of complex scenario or giving an algorithm to write, that is fine, but an option to write fully functional app in 72 hours depends what kind of functional app you are talking about. But I don't think it's realistic, and I don't see many companies doing that. If any company is doing that, probably you should run away from that company. Next question is from Satyam Kaushik. He's asking, which will easily provide a job among Android app development and website development? Do companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Infosys and TCS look for Android developers? Satyam, if you talk about job opportunities between Android app development and website development, I would say any day website development has more job opportunities than Android app development. So my suggestion will always be to go for learn website development. So learn web development using any framework. My personal choice is always .NET and C#. So you learn ASP.NET Core and C# and learn about web development using these technologies. You will very easily get a job within 3 to 6 months of learning these frameworks and showcasing your skills in form of blogs or GitHub articles. So again, between Android app development and website development, you will easily get job if you learn website development. That is the answer to your first question. Now coming to your second question, that do companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Infosys and TCS look for Android developers? The answer varies. When we talk about Microsoft and Amazon, both of these are into product development and productized service development. So I haven't seen any job posting related to Android developer from these two companies, because they are not into Android app development. Whatever kind of development they do, they have engineering centers outside India. Even in India, engineering centers, they hire developers as freshers from best engineering colleges, be it IIT, MIT, or MIT is in outside India, IITs, NETs. So they hire developers from these colleges. So I haven't seen any Android developer job posting from Amazon or Microsoft. That is one thing, because I regularly follow Microsoft job posting, as I follow many Microsoft evangelists and Microsoft employees, developer evangelists on different social medias, and they share job posting. So I haven't seen any job posting related to Android developer from Microsoft. I don't follow that much Amazon, but I rarely doubt that Amazon have any Android developer job in India specifically. That is one thing. When we talk about Infosys and TCS, yes, they do look for Android developers, but again, the requirement for web developer is more than Android developers. So as I said, that if you are talking about easily getting a job, then you should learn web development using any framework of your choice. In whichever framework you are more like comfortable, you should learn about that. Since you are talking so much about Android app development, might be you have learned Java. So if you have learned Java, preferably you should learn how to do website development in Java, and then you can search for Java based website development jobs, or you can learn any JavaScript framework and you can go as a front-end developer. So again, website development jobs have more requirement, like website development or web developer jobs have more requirement, and you will easily get jobs. So these were my answers to your tech and career related queries in this episode of Techie Tuesdays. If you like your questions to be featured in next episode of Techie Tuesdays, you can DM me your questions on any social media platform. All my social media handles are Techie Rathor. I hope you like my answers, and if you like my answers, then please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends, family and colleagues. So until my next video, take care. Bye bye.